Feed Punters Club podcast. Frano, welcome. What a disaster. Well, you backed a couple of winners last week. I tipped absolutely nothing, and I am struggling. How are you?
Yeah,
you had Ballistic Boy and Good Stories.
I did. I had those two. I think we had Malahide was the only real shocker for mine. It finished last and is probably a different horse to what it once was. But I had a third and a second. Got beaten by a real good one in that 2-year-old race down in Sydney.
Yeah, that was a good race. Acrobat
Ashima
got
beaten by
Acrobat or something.
Those two will be two to watch for sure moving forward. But had a couple other bets that didn't feature on the pod, all ran second. How fucking frustrating is it?
Oh, fuck. You're preaching the converted. I cannot tip anything but seconds at the moment. If they don't run second, they run fifth or sixth. My best bet was Frosty Rocks. It looked good in the run and then just didn't give a yelp in the straight. So I am officially back to square one on my tipping. So we probably won't do a podcast next week. I know there's Boxing Day racing, but we'll probably take a break for Christmas. We'll come back. We'll get our eye in the week before Magic Millions, and then hopefully we're good to go for Magic Millions. But we will try and find some winners for the weekend. If I am not due, I am overdue. So it just has to happen. I cannot keep tipping as poorly as I have. Hopefully, maybe not. Who knows? We'll start with Melbourne at Flemington. They're still at Flemington at headquarters this week. Fair bit of rain around everywhere you look. There's rain in Sydney. I don't know if there's too much rain in Melbourne. It might get to a soft 5, maybe a good 4 sort of track. And Brisbane looks like it might be heavy to soft. But we'll start in Melbourne. Frame Train, what did you find in Melbourne at Flemington for this week?
Just the one bet for me this week, Trav, in Melbourne, and that's race 6. Re-edit, number 2, last start winner, stays in the same grade, BM 78, goes up a bit in weight, but I think it's a good horse, will appreciate this race and, get on at 440.
Yeah, Craig Williams, Chris Waller. This thing has been flying. It's been a bit of a non-winner for a while, but now it's ran a good second first up, and then it won at the Valley with Ollie last start. So race 6, number 2 for Frame Train Re-edit. I am going to start in Melbourne in race 3. I'm also, actually Williams is on that one, but I'm on Damien Oliver in race 3, the favourite Sensationalism, or Sensationalisation rather. Good on-speed win last start. I think at Pakenham, draws barrier 2 here, so should get a plum run. I can only see one danger in the race, which is normally the thing that wins. Zoo Dancer, which has been well backed. But I will be on Sensationalisation in the 3rd at Flemington on Saturday. And I will not have another wager until race 7 on the card. So we've got Frano's in race 6, and I'll be in race 7 at Flemington. Another one for Damien Oliver. So we're hoping he has a bloody good weekend, or I am at least. Number 10 in race 7, Can't Be Done. This horse, trained by Danny O'Brien, it was in the worst part of the track last start and sort of went across the line with the Astrologist, which is a good horse, and now gets here 3rd up and has a really good 3rd up record. So from a good barrier relative to the straight barrier 12, I like them drawn out. I think Can't Be Done is a good chance down the straight at about 550 with play up. So that's where we'll be heading at Flemington. Obviously, bet with caution because I haven't tipped a winner since World War II. Sydney Frame Train, they're still at Randwick, so we get Flemington, Randwick and Doomben this weekend. Headquarters in Sydney is Randwick. What did you find in Sydney for this week?
Yeah, all the way to the last race for mine. I'm going to break one of my own rules, and that's not to back a favourite over $4, but I'm on More Profits, number 4. Hugh Bowman, got a good gate 3, 5 starts, yet to miss a placing. So I think it's a good horse, and I think it'll appreciate the step up in grade and company. And yeah, I like the 650 about it.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, you're right. It's a very open field. So that's race 10, number 4 for Frame Train, More Profits with Hugh Bowman on board. Beat Brazen Gem last start. drawn well. So plenty of value in that race if you like something. But Frame Train is with more profits, which I quite like as well. In fact, so that might jinx you. I apologise. I think I'm having like 6 bets. No, I'm having 4 bets in Sydney on Saturday. So get the pen and paper out, or you can just screenshot if you're watching on YouTube, screenshot the end of our podcast here, and we'll summarise them all. But I'm starting in the first race, Frame Train, and I'm backing the Godolphin filly. No, it's not a filly. It's a colt, Paulel. It was an incredibly good win at Moonee Valley. It's been already sort of $3 into 240 with play up. So there's been money already for it. It goes against a Chris Waller first starter, which is $1 million colt. But it hasn't trialled overly well, Sarastro. I mean, it's trialled well, but not unbelievably. I actually think the danger might be Coast Watch, which is McDonald for Waller. But I'll be backing from Barrier 1 Paulel in the first race. And I'm pretty keen there. So first race, Randwick, number 2, the favourite Paulel. Then I go to race 4 and I'm backing another favourite, Accountability, which was near enough, I thought, to the best bet of the weekend 2 weekends ago, maybe even last week, but got scratched. Gets a big field, gets a soft track on Saturday, which we'll appreciate. James McDonald for Chris Waller around the 270 mark. I'll be backing race 4, number 8, Accountability. Then we'll head to, where have I got so many bets here? Race 5 is my bet of the day, which will be up on the Inside Feed website very shortly. Or if you're watching this tomorrow, it'll already be up. But we're on Full Mina. So race 5, number 4, Full Mina. I think it's the bet of the day. Soft track suits, huge run first up on a good track. Gets a soft track on Saturday. A lot of rain in Sydney like there has been in Brisbane. Tom Sherry on. I really like it. New arrangement is the danger because it's had no luck. But I'm backing Full Mina. And bear with me, Frame Train. I think I've got one more.
No, you're right. You're right. If Betcha Flying knocks you off it against, are you just going to pack it all in?
Oh, pretty much. Hasn't got great wet track stats, Betcha Flying, so I'm expecting it to not win. But I'm going that bad. It'll probably win by about 10 lengths. And then in race 6, I'm going Source Edge. So race 6, number 4, Source Edge, which we backed last start, if anyone was following me in, which is probably not because I haven't tipped a winner since the turn of the century. But Source Edge, number 4, never seen a heavy track, but which I think it'll be on Saturday based on the forecast. But I just have to back this horse because it was so unlucky last start. I thought it was going to win at $10. Comes up $6 on Saturday. So I'll be backing it again on Saturday. So there's 4 tips for me at Randwick. I won't recap them, but we'll get stuck in there, and we will recap them at the end of the podcast on the, if you're watching on YouTube, on the summary page that we do. Off to Brisbane, Frame Train Doom, but I think you've got a couple of bets.
Yeah, I do. I'm going back to the well on a horse that I tipped 2 weeks ago that on face value probably didn't show enough to dive into again. But I just think, well, it was a very attractive price last night. That's race 8, number 12, Fleet Dove. They put it up at about $67 and $11 to place. It's been backed into $35 and $7 a place now. It's I think we're going to get a heavy track on Saturday at Doomben. Yep. It's wet, it's soft, heavy now. More rain forecast tomorrow afternoon and Saturday morning. Last run, like it sort of loomed up along the rail. I don't know if the rail was the best part of going. Like full credit to Isotope, it blew him out of the park and won by like 5-6 lengths. But I just think a different sort of track. Isotope never seen a heavy before. And if you can play around and get sort of $7-8 for it to place, I think it's worth a stab at. And then the only other bet I've got at Doomben is in the last, also at odds, big odds, horse that loves it first up. It loves it heavy. It loves Michael Carl. That's race 9, number 14, Sophie's Gold Class, jumping away from barrier 3, $16 to win, $4.60 to place. Great shopping. It won at 20-1 2 preps ago. Just as honest as the day is long, this horse, coming off of 3 wins in its last 3 starts. Fuck, I'm keen.
Omen tip for you as well with your beautiful bride. 5.
Yeah.
Five starts, 3 wins, first up and a second. Heavy track never lost, or soft track never lost. It's 2 from 2 on those 2 surfaces. That's a pretty good bet, Frame Trade. Well done. I'll be on that with you as well because I've got nothing in that, and I will not be backing that fucking thing nicking over because it cost me an absolute fortune one day. So good shopping there. I like Sophie's Gold Class. I have 3 bets in Brisbane. Frame Train. I am starting in the first again. So, mate, I am just trying to fill the stocking. I am just trying to fill the stocking this weekend for the loyal listeners and viewers that have stuck with us through thick and thin. I'm starting in race 1, Stoltz, for Jim Byrne and Annabelle Newsham, who's up from New South Wales. Good win last start. It will go straight to the front and stay there, hopefully. Heavy track, I'm not too concerned. It's got form on a soft track. So race 1, number 9, Stoltz. What else did I like? 6th at Doomben. We're going, so we've got a bit of a delay or a bit of a wait until the 6th at Doomben. I am going to go to horse number 13, La Jumont. So race 6 Doomben, number 13, La Jumont. First up, again, another good one that's got good heavy and soft track stats. 3 starts, 3 wins. First up, a bit of a query if it handles the wet track first up in its fitness, but happy to bet around the $6-7 mark for La Jumont. Horse number 13, race 6. And then my other one, a bit of an each way play for the day, and I'm banking this on only being on a heavy track. If it's anything less than a heavy track, I probably won't back it, but I'll be on race 7 Doomben, number 10, I've Got a Nell. Its wet track form is very good. And it has no weight. So 6 starts, 3 wins, and 3 placings on a heavy track. It gets 53.5 kilos on its back here. It'll go to the front or be near enough too. And I think it's a really good bet. If the track's
that's a good bet.
If the track's really bad, I really like it. $15. It won at the Gold Coast, say a week and a half ago, probably 2 weeks by Saturday. Just went to the front, dictated and won. Bigger field here will make it harder, but I think if it's in the first 3 or 4, no weight on its back, I think it's a really good bet around $15. So I've Got a Nell will be the absolute stocking filler for me on the weekend. If it's a heavy track, absolute disclaimer, must be a heavy track. Otherwise, I probably won't be backing it. Good race 8th at Doomben, which you alluded to with Fleet Dove, which has been 67s into $35. Isotope versus away game, and there's a lot of good horses in that. Even something like Lady Banff has come up about 30-1. And Goldschlager, which won impressively at Ipswich last start, is a $71 shot. So that's a really good race. So there's good racing in Brisbane as they get ready for the Magic Millions. Frame Train, have we surely found a winner or 10 on this podcast? Yeah. I'm so
we're going into the new year with fat wallets, I think.
Oh, fuck, I hope so. Mate, if these don't win, I won't even have a wallet. I will have sold it to try and pay for some form of baked beans or something. So we probably won't be back next week. Boxing Day racing's awesome, but we'll probably leave that one go through to the keeper. The cricket's on right now. You've got to get to a Christmas party or get on the piss, so we're going to call it there. Best of the weekend, Frano?
I think I'm going to go with the last at Randwick. More profits there.
More profits.
I know it's 650, but I think, it looks good.
I'll stay at Randwick too. I'm going to go full Mina, my best of the day, or whatever race it was, 5 or 6, 4, 5 or 6 for Tom Sherry and Mark Newnham. I think it's already been sort of 380 into 250 or thereabouts. So hopefully we've found some winners. And to our loyal listeners and viewers, we thank you, and we'll see you probably in 2021 unless we do something in the interim. But otherwise, Frame Train, have a good Christmas and New Year, and we'll find some more winners then.
See you later, Chad.
Thank you, mate.